With pleasure, I present J. Thomas Chittooran, candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Studies and Political Science, who will offer some remarks on behalf of the student community of the College of Arts and Sciences.
As I stand before you, happy graduates, proud but noticeably poor parents, stunned professors, that's a good start, first joke hit. One thing comes to mind. No, not the escalators in Damon that never seem to work. No, not all those 80s nights in Hamilton's. No, not the shuttle that never seems to come or is just a little bit too full. No, what comes to mind is how much easier it was to be finishing high school than it is to be finishing college. Only we didn't know it at the time. Remember what we were like back then? Those gawky, brace-faced teens? Remember how little we knew and how much we thought we knew? Remember how much we learned in our first semester at Loyola and how much we continued to learn over the years? And now, here we all are, 4, and in some cases 5 and 6 years later, graduates of Loyola University Chicago, adults ready to go out into the world and make our mark. There's something special about a Loyola education and the Loyola community that I challenge anyone to find anywhere else. It's a sense of being connected to other members of that community that you belong. It's a feeling that everyone is important, that everyone matters, and makes no difference whether you're a professor, a member of the administration, or a student. For instance, in September 2003, my very first semester at Loyola, I was on the L, heading my way back up to Loyola's Lakeshore campus when a man, a Jesuit, sat down next to me. Noticing my Loyola t-shirt, he smiled, said he worked for Loyola, and soon we were deep in conversation about freshman life at Loyola. As the train arrived at Loyola's stop right over here, we began to go our separate ways. He handed me his business card and said if I ever needed help with anything or wanted to talk, I could simply contact him. I was really moved by this, and we parted ways. I waved goodbye, which looks something like this. And promptly forgot all about this encounter. It was not until later that night when I looked at the card again. It said Michael Garanzini, president. Needless to say, I was pretty shocked. Father Garanzini had taken the time to talk to me, a mere freshman, a peon in the Loyola University system. And I was pretty amazed by this. And I realized then, for the first time, that Loyola was the place for me. 4 years later, I'm even more convinced of it. When I look out at all of you, I see the proud, beaming faces of your parents, my parents over there, they're waving right now. I'm reminded how far they, as well as we, have come. As a student ambassador for the Office of Undergraduate Admissions, I give campus tours to prospective parents and students all the time. I look at the worried faces of the parents, and I want to tell them not to worry, that they've done their part. It's time to let their children go, that they really don't need that bulky under-the-bed storage box from Target, and they really don't need the top-of-the-line steam iron either, because Lord knows you're probably not going to iron your clothes very often. And that one day, they too will sit in commencement exercises much like yourselves, look at their son or daughter, and not recognize the adult who walks across the stage to claim his or her diploma. When the excitement of this day has died down, the celebratory meals have been eaten, and the corks on those bottles have been popped, we'll have to make decisions about where we are going with the rest of our lives. Some of us will go straight to work, some of us will continue our studies, some of us will take a well-deserved vacation, while some of us will join volunteer organizations. Others will reclaim our spots on our parents' couch while we eat Totino's pizza rolls, watch reruns of Full House, and contemplate our future. And just in case you're wondering, I plan to go into graduate school and apply what I've learned at Loyola about being a member of a global community and our responsibilities to our brothers and sisters abroad. I've decided to study international development with a focus on poverty, much to the dismay of my father, who still maintains that I need an MBA or at the very least a degree in accounting. That's a true story. There are difficult decisions ahead, but wherever you find yourselves in the next few months, remember what Emerson once said: "We are wiser than we know." I know some of you are thinking, know what? While others have already nodded off into a slight coma. What I mean is this: we have everything we need to take the next step forward. We have a Loyola education. We've become men and women for others. We've become critical thinkers. We've learned to stand up for our beliefs, and we've learned what Magis really means. And if you missed that day, it means more. We have parents who've loved and supported us, professors who've challenged and guided us, and friends who've made it all worthwhile. We have everything we need to be successful. One of our most famous children's writers, Dr. Seuss, said it best: "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. You're the guy or girl who'll decide where to go." So I say to you now, trust yourself, know yourself, believe in yourself, be kind to yourself, enjoy yourself, and finally, be yourself. You are a proud graduate of Loyola University Chicago, the product of a Jesuit education. You have brains in your head, feet in your shoes. Now it's time to decide where to go. But as you go, remember that you will leave part of yourself with Loyola, and that you will take a part of Loyola with you. Parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, professors and friends of the graduating class of 2007, thank you for everything you've done for us over the years. We wouldn't be where we are today without you. Members of the graduating class of 2007, congratulations on all your accomplishments and best wishes for the future. As Michael Scott from NBC's The Office once said, "May your hats fly as high as your dreams." With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I take my leave of you. Thank you.